Alright, so let's talk about this week. One of those goofy weeks again. Last week was goofy because we had Battle Royale on Friday, so we lost out on classes because that was during two-thirds of our classes, or 2/4 of half of our classes. This week we're losing out on Friday because it's an independent learning day, so we'll give you something to do on Thursday that you'll have to do over the weekend for that. Because we miss out on Tuesday, because of ACT, and then the following week is then we get a full week right before spring break. So,
Wow.
okay? Alright, so this week you have a formative on, well, actually I shouldn't say on, it's tomorrow. You have a formative tomorrow on everything that we've done so far in Unit 8. Solving for y, graphing, finding the slope off of a graph, all that fun stuff. Okay? Alright? Make sure you have all of your homework done and get that going for sooner the better. So, some of you started the warm-ups already. We are in the H5 notes right now. Before we complete the solving for y, if it says solve for y, what does my final answer need to look like? When it says solve for y, what does my final answer need to look like? Y equals something. In that something, we're going to have a variable term and we're going to have a not variable term. Which one comes first? The variable term comes first. Lots of people are getting those type of problems marked wrong because they're giving me, for instance, in this first one, we need to subtract off 2x. If I subtract off 2x from both sides, that part goes away, leaves me just with y equals, that's what I want, y equals something. The answer should be negative 2x plus 3. Lots of people are giving me 3 minus 2x, and they're getting it marked wrong. Okay? Variable comes first, then the number comes last. Can I combine those two on the right side? Can I combine them? Those two? No, why not? Why can't I combine them? They're not like terms? There we go. Okay? Alright, so right now I want you to do number 2 if you haven't done so, or number 2. Still, it's letter B. Do letter B if you haven't done so already. Today. Subtract 3x on both sides. Love it. Reese, what's that going to give me? Negative 2y equals negative 3x minus 6.
Nice. Put the variable first. Good.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Anyway, what's next? Divide everything by negative 2.
And of course, to do that, to cancel, get y by itself.
Yep.
Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is 1, so you get y.
Equals, we got and then plus 3. Now, what if I wrote this as 3 halves x plus 3?
Oh, you're crazy.
Could we do that too? Those mean the same thing? Yep, those mean the same thing.
There you go. You know, additional when you got the
Yeah, the box.
dash pink one.
Okay? Now, for the next part, if you don't have a straight edge, meaning you don't have an ID or something like that, you need one, come on up and grab one right now. All right. Other Austin, or to you, if it says we have a line that goes through the point 2 comma negative 1 and has a slope of 3, the first thing that we have to do is we have to graph our starting point of 2 comma negative 1. From the origin, how do I get to the point 2 comma negative 1? Do we agree with up 2, left 1? We're like 50-50-ish on our yes and no's. Jonathan, fix it for me. 2 to the right and down 1. Because it's X, comma, Y.
All right.
Okay?
You redeem yourself next time.
Right? Okay, 2 to the left, down 1, we put a dot. Okay? Yeah, slope is 3. So now, just so we're all aware, before I'm giving you a second to think about the next question that I'm going to ask, but you probably already know it. Okay? So now that we've done that, we've plotted that point, that means then that all of this has been taken care of. And I'm not going to use that anymore. Okay? That's out of there because we already used it somewhere in the problem. Okay? Yeah. Now, it says it has a slope of 3. Right? What is my rise? What is my run? My rise is 3 and my run is 1. Can you add directions to those? To the right one. For a second there, I thought you said right, but you got really quiet there for a minute. Okay? So that's up 3, right 1. From the green point. Okay? So now from the green point, we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3, right 1, and we're going to put another dot. Oops, I missed that. I grabbed the 1.
Okay.
3.
We all knew it.
Okay? Elliot, now what? Not yet. We keep doing that process until we get closer and closer to the edges, right? Okay? So we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, right 1. Can't go any more, right? Okay? So down, since I can't go any more that way, what's my alternative 2 directions and 2 numbers? Down how many?
All right.
And left 1.
Good. Yeah, we're just gonna do the opposite. Opposite of up and down, the opposite of right and left.
And we're going to go back to the green point, right, Tom? Okay. 1, 2, 3, left 1. 1, 2, 3, left 1. There we go.
All right, here's your straight edge.
So now we can put our straight edge. Now, we got to be careful when we put our straight edge on there because we want it to go through all of those points. We don't want it to be close. We're not playing horseshoes, okay? We want it to go through all of them. We want bullseyes on all of those 5 dots that we just put on there, okay? Take the extra 1.3 seconds to line up your ruler so that it goes nice and pretty. Where do our arrowheads go? On the outside of the graph, okay? Arrowheads are off the graph, which means our line has to go all the way across the graph.
Nice little lines.
Straight. Yeah? All right. Let's do number 2. Dylan, we're to you. Where is the point 0, comma 5? Up 5 from the origin?
We're not going left and right at all? Sure. All right.
All right, so there's my point 0, comma 5. Up 5, put a dot.
Always X and Y, just like the alphabet.
Amina. if I have a slope of 0, what is my rise? What is my run? Rise is 0. I like that. Run is 1. It could be any number there, right? Yep. It could be any number we want there. Rise of 0, run of 1. So that means I'm going 1 every single time. Or I'm going left. 1 every single time. Yeah.
Connect those dots. Make your line, extend it through both sides of the graph. Make sure you got arrows on the end of your line.
And they're off the graph. Yeah. Those vertical and those horizontal lines, those are easier ones. You know what I mean? You can go nice and slow and you can just follow the grid that's there. Okay? But make sure that you're still drawing it straight or you're drawing it nice and easy. Okay? Connect those dots. Okay?
All right, for the next one.
All right, let's do number 3.
Cruising today.
Problem 9. Where's the point 0, 1? Up 1? Green.
Here we go.
Okay, all green. Right there? Yep. Okay. That's right.
More like a block.
It looks kind of like the points that I put on the form tomorrow. Okay? Jaden, you've got the hardest question so far of the day. But I know that you can handle it. Confidence in you. Okay? If my slope is undefined, what is my rise and what is my run?
Take a look at the word.
Or think of it this way. Can we divide by 0? No, so that would be the undefined part, right? But 0 divided by anything is okay, right? That's just 0, right? Okay? So what am I dividing by when I'm undefined? 0, so that's going to be my run, right? Now pick a number. 2. 2 would work as my rise. Mr. H is hoping you were going to say 1 there.
I was skin traded.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So that means that we rise 2 and we run nothing. Rise 2, run nothing. Rise 2, run nothing. Or we can fall 2, run nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Keep those points on.
Yeah. You just touch it, and then you can just draw it in.
It's gonna have the same
It'll
effect.
have the same thing.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I think I did a pretty good job.
You did a very good job.
If I do say so myself. I don't want to toot my own horn. or
Right,
anything.
yeah, we're not braggadocious here. No.
Show off
Okay.
anything, but that's a pretty good line.
All right. Now, for that one, because that one's right on one of those axes, you got to make sure that you really put your arrowheads on that one off of the graph,
And that's a good.
because otherwise I can't see it.
It's a good reason why we extend past.
Yep.
Because if we left it right there, it's gonna be just on top
Yep.
of that.
And if I can't see it, then I'm going to mark it wrong. And then you're going to say, but Lynn, it's right here. And I'm going to say, I don't see it. I got old tired eyes.
Yeah. And unless you're getting artsy and craftsy and using different colors like we are.
Yep.
It's really tough to see.
Yep. Okay. What I would like you to do now is I want you to turn the page. And I want you to do those 4 on the back side. Okay? Do those 4 right now. All right, so the point 3, -3, -5. 1, 2, 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Then from there we're going up 3 and right 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. Ooh.
Must have been practicing over the weekend, huh?
You know, steady hand. Steady hand. So that's where that one should look like.
Old eyes, but steady.
0, 1 is there.
Slope
Slope of 0 gives me a rise of 0 and a run of 1. So that means I'm not going up, but I'm going to the right 1, or I'm going left. One.
What made you choose the what do you call that, maroon?
Road.
Maroonish?
Yeah.
What made you go with that color?
Minnesota.
Yeah, this is true. Are you from Minnesota?
No, but I went to school.
Oh, you're a
Gopher.
Gopher.
I'm a Gopher.
Gopher. All right, number 7. 0, -5 is our point. So we're not going left or well,
Jump in there and go.
just like a Gopher. Not going left or right, just going down 5. And your slope is 2. Make sure you put that as a fraction. So put that over 1. You can't just choose any number. That's got to be over 1.
Yep. There, it's got to be over 1.
Over 1.
Ooh, do we, Mr. H, do we like over? I'm not familiar with the direction of over. It's what down?
Sure.
Right.
Good correction. Okay. Those are technical people.
Mm-hmm. So should get that one.
Make a good point.
Okay.
And
0.0, 3.
number 8, starting value. Okay. 3. No slope or undefined.
So what's our rise? Rise could be any number but 0, right? What's our run? 0.
Are you okay if students are putting like infinity or a number sign there?
Here, a number sign, yes. Infinity, no. Yeah, but a number sign, yes, because it could be any number. Could be 7, except 0, because we can't rise 0 and run 0 all at the same time.
So why can't it? What's wrong with infinity?
Can't get there. Ah, I don't think Chuck Norris is in class.
Well, Buzz Lightyear might be.
See,
Infinity and beyond.
See, Chuck Norris is coming.
There's a fun there.
Yeah.
Verified by Guinness World Record.
Okay. All right. So priority number 1 is making sure your H1, your H2, your H3, and your H4 are done and turned in. Then next priority after that would be H5.